Welcome back to Lakeview versus SCOTUS. SCOTUS trying to win their 4th straight Columbus Holiday Tournament, and they're looking pretty good so far. 12-point lead over Lakeview. It's time to look at our top plays of the first half, or our halftime highlights of the first half. Start here with a steal and a layup by Hang, who right now is having himself a great game with 6 points, Jackson Hang, as a starter. But then it was a response for Lakeview. As you can see, Hirota got down low and put up the shot. Really good offensive rebounds for Lakeview. They just haven't been able to capitalize on some of them, and this is one of the reasons why they're trailing by 12. The turnovers and the lead as Wemhoff steals it and then lays it up.
Yeah, you mentioned that offensive rebounds. All of them were Levi Hirota. He had 4 of them in that first half. He did a great job battling against that SCOTUS pressure.
Nice 3 by Lindhorst in the corner. But this is where it gets kind of ugly for Lakeview. SCOTUS gets a steal right here and then lays it up and in. A little fadeaway shot. But the next play also is a steal for Lindhorst. As you can see, just bringing it up ahead. And look at the strong finish by Lindhorst as he just takes it in. And then Lindhorst actually a little bit of a star late in the first half as he hits this shot from the corner late in the first half. Gives SCOTUS a 12-point lead. And from that look, you could just tell he was like, you're giving me too much space. I'm going to hit it right in your face and make sure that you guard me next time. But SCOTUS leads it over Columbus Lakeview 26-14. We'll be back for the second half shortly on News Channel Nebraska. Start of the third quarter, 26-14. Lakeview starting with the ball and SCOTUS with the lead. There's Hirota. Lakeview needs a good start. They get a mid-range jumper from their best player, Jacob Dawson, the leading scorer coming into this game. Makes it 26-16.
That was too easy. SCOTUS contested everything in that first half. That was the first wide-open shot that Lakeview had, and Dawson made him pay.
Well, last year, SCOTUS overcame a 13-point deficit to win 42-40 over Lakeview in this holiday tournament. As there's a nice jumper by Wemhoff. It's up to 6. Lakeview would need something similar, currently trailing by 12 at half, to come back and win this one.
SCOTUS back in at 1-3-1.
Three-pointer. Off the mark, rebounded by Wemhoff. Look at the verticality there from Wemhoff.
Yeah, you can go up and get it, and I love the fact that they're trying to get him the basketball on the post here to start this third quarter.
Pump fake by Brody Lindhorst, but he took steps before he dribbled. It's a travel.
That bucket at the end of the half there by Lindhorst felt like a big one because it was a 9-point lead, which is obviously single digits. Three-pointer put it back to 12, and certainly a whole half to play, but psychologically I just felt like a big shot for SCOTUS and kind of a frustrating moment for Lakeview to end the half with the SCOTUS hitting a 3.
But also it brings it to a double-digit game at the half, that shot. There's a near steal. Dawson keeps. Baseline drive. Floater partially blocked there by Wemhoff. Wemhoff is having a phenomenal game down there. Kind of reminds me of the last game where Joanna Rusher, the center for SCOTUS, had a great game too. Almost a steal by Lakeview. Here is Wemhoff. Now, if he starts shooting threes from there, that would be very, very impressive.
That might be unfair if he starts shooting three-pointers out there.
Here's McGuire. Skip pass across. Risky, but it goes to Palan. This possession taking a little time here. 30-second possession right now for SCOTUS. The Lakeview fans can't be upset about their defense right now. And there's a turnover as it goes off the foot of Palan. Reaching in was Dawson. This third quarter is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Big turnover forced there by Lakeview.
And so far, Lakeview has not turned it over in this third quarter. They had 7 turnovers in each of the first and second quarter and 7 points in each quarter as well. You'd like to change that. You'd like to have more points, less turnover.
Dawson inside, hop step layup. He's fouled, but it won't go in. I think the foul is going to go on Caleb Cameron here.
Well, if you're able to get the ball inside in that lane, and Dawson's one of those guys that can, make some hay inside the paint, Again, I think Lakeview was a little passive against the 1-3-1 in that first half. A little stronger there. Dawson getting the ball inside now makes that first free throw.
Excuse me, the foul was on Jude McGuire. His third, by the way. We'll see if they decide to substitute him out. It looks like they won't. So McGuire will have a tall task as Dawson misses the second free throw. McGuire will have a tall task, like I said, to make sure he doesn't get that fourth foul here early in the third. That pass down low to Cameron, deflected off of Lakeview, to save here. SCOTUS would like to keep this double-digit lead, up by 11, and as long as they keep on scoring and keep on playing good defense, they'll be in the driver's seat for another Holiday Tournament final victory, their fourth straight. Nice drive inside. Palan lost the handle. It's fought for and stolen away by Clayton Thompson. Long pass ahead is too far ahead. Harada, and a turnover by Lakeview, which you just can't afford when you get a turnover. Forrest, you turn it over 2 seconds later.
Trying to get the ball down to Rhoda, but you turn SCOTUS over and then you give it right back to him. Lakeview's got to win the turnover battle here in the second half if they're able to chip away. Still only down 11. You're within striking distance. Can't waste possessions, though.
SCOTUS has won this Holiday Tournament 6 of the last 7 times. Nice drive inside, then the foul as Palan drives it. Meanwhile, Lakeview won it back-to-back, but a long time ago. 2011 and 2012 was the only titles that Lakeview has had since 2010.
That's the difference between you and me, Kyle. You're a young guy. When you say a long time ago, I'm thinking like 1970 or something. You know, I'm an old guy.
Long time ago for me was earlier today.
Yeah, good point.
Palan from the line. Gets it to go.
Yeah, it'll be big for SCOTUS in the second half. Just free throws. They're kind of, okay, I guess, from the free throw line that first half. You'd like to shoot very well with that lead.
Second one made, 2 for 2 from the line. Blue, what does Lakeview have to do differently now that they're trailing by 13? What do they have to do differently to come back in this one?
Well, I think they've done what they've done is get inside that zone and be a little bit more aggressive against the zone. But they've got to make shots, and they can't turn the basketball over.
Rathbone can't get it to go. Rebound not able to be put in by Ostin.
That was a good drive and an offensive rebound, an aggressive play against SCOTUS defense, but they come up empty, miss the putback.
Those are important shots to make for Lakeview. Nice steal. Clayton Thompson all alone. Gets it to go.
Well, now it's Lakeview turning SCOTUS over. That's the fourth turnover of the quarter, and it's Lakeview scoring points in transition.
Lindhorst picks up his dribble. He's got to hurry.
3 seconds.
That's going to be a timeout before the 3 seconds.
Yeah, almost 3 seconds.
Mike Fincannon calls a timeout.
Yeah, that was a really good timeout by Coach Van Cannon. Otherwise, I think the officials were going to blow the whistle on a 3-second call.
A really heads-up timeout, but if you're Owen Lindhorst in that situation, you can't pick up your dribble right at the free throw line. It's practically no man's land.
He got
a little bit of an ankle breaker by Dawson.
Yeah, Palan fell down. Yep. That's a good job there, and as we mentioned now, it's kind of flipped here a little bit. You mentioned how does Lakeview get back in it? Well, you saw it there. You're turning SCOTUS over now, and you're getting your chance to get a transition play. And if they can do that, they're still down 11. But you have those opportunities. The big thing now for Lakeview is to get this game within real striking distance going into the fourth quarter. You don't have to win the ball game here in the third quarter. If you're down 11, you'd like to get it to around 4 or 5 points, and give yourself that real chance. You don't want to go into the fourth quarter down double digits. And basically what you have to do on the offensive end is to be efficient and make your shots. They've had opportunities that they've let go in this third quarter. You just feel like they could even be closer. But being efficient on the offensive end is going to be very important here for Lakeview.
And one of those opportunities that they did miss is here's a pass down low. And the missed layup. But Caleb Cameron gets it back. It went off of him last, though. I was going to say one of the opportunities that Lakeview missed, as we See this layup, and Cameron was down there.
That's a good inbound play, and Cameron missed the shot. They're talked about Lakeview being good in the offensive end and making the most of your opportunities. SCOTUS would like to do that as well. Missed the lay-in there, did Cameron.
Here's Slope, double-teamed. Hits it away. And a toe tap catch there for Logan Tomke. Nice pass down low. Rathbone gets it to go. What a pass by Tomke.
Yeah, that was a rifle shot pass through that defense.
Nobody remembers the passing, but that was a very impressive pass leading to a bucket. Caleb Cameron, skip pass across. Palan drives baseline, puts it up, and that's a charge. As Palan went right into the chest of Logan Tomke, and now Lakeview starting to really make defensive plays and get themselves back in this game. Only a 9-point game.
Yeah, Tomke with back-to-back big plays. First the pass, then draws the charge. And here's what we talked about. Can Lakeview make this charge, get this game within real striking distance going into the final quarter?
Olston, pass down low, back outside. Good defense by SCOTUS. Lakeview had it down in the paint. SCOTUS did a good job. The strap defense working out here for SCOTUS at the moment. Olston. They get an open look. Tomke got it.
Logan
all of a sudden 30-24.
Yeah, where have you been, Logan Tomke? He's been outstanding the last couple minutes for Lakeview.
Palan takes it himself. Yeah, right to the rim.
Palan said, enough of this. We're going to take it all the way to the basket. You got to shut him down. Can't let him have the lane like that.
Can Lakeview respond? Here's Rathbone. He traveled. Took a step before he dribbled. Another Lakeview turnover that might just cost them some valuable points. They're at 14 turnovers in this game.
Yeah.
This game is brought to you by Zollner Ford Lincoln. But that is a huge turnover there, Lou, because you can bring it back and respond after a big bucket.
Yeah, they had 14 in the first half. That's only the second and the third quarter, but you're right, that's kind of a big one. They're trying to chip away, only down 8. You don't want to give the basketball away.
Errant pass, almost stolen away. SCOTUS retrieves it. Screen by Owen Lindhorst. Down to Caleb Cameron, and that pass was too far away from him. Turnover now for SCOTUS.
And that's number 12 on the game for SCOTUS, 5 here in the third quarter. And that has certainly allowed the Vikings to just hang around in this ballgame.
One of the things that Coach Buncannon for SCOTUS emphasized prior to the game is that he wanted his team to take care of the ball, and so far in the second half they haven't done a good job, but at least they've gotten turnovers. They get another one here. There's a near takeaway as Caleb Cameron has it. Skip pass, Owen Lindhorst. Pump fakes, inside, blocked from behind. Hirota got the block, it's fought for. This has turned into a football game. Bodies hit the floor, Owen Lindhorst, mid-range. It's good. I don't think it's an and one. I think it's off the ball.
Yeah.
Wemhoff got fouled. The bucket will count, though.
The bucket will count, and SCOTUS will keep the basketball. The foul, the person that was fouled was Wemhoff. I didn't see who.
I think they're still trying to determine who the foul is on. They haven't. Looks like it's going to be. I think it's Hirota.
Yeah, and it looks like that's his third foul.
By the way, Owen Lindhorst with 10 points right now for SCOTUS, leading the team. He has it now. Swinging around. Jackson Hang, 6 points, hasn't scored since the first half. Now it's Cameron, driving it inside like he's a point guard. Tries to find Wemhoff. It goes right back to Cameron. Can't finish the job. Rebound's fought for, but Wemhoff steps out of bounds as he was trying to keep it alive. And then gets some extra heckling from the Lakeview student section.
I'll tell you what, Kyle, if you're faint of heart, this is not the game for you. No. That's a physical ball game in there. A lot of bodies, a lot of banging going on, and those are difficult games to officiate when both teams are playing physically. I think if you're Coach Colvin, you're happy that Lakeview has kind of met Scotus physically here in the second half.
You can tell this is a rivalry game, a crosstown rivalry game to be specific. Shot by Dawson, no good. Long pass ahead. Owen Lindhorst makes the catch. Puts up the layup, won't go. What a rebound by Wemhoff. And then he's blocked by Hirota. It goes out of bounds, last touched by Lakeview. That battle down low between Wemhoff and Hirota really catching my eye right now. Look at the long pass, nice catch by Lindhorst. First shot won't go. Look at Wemhoff getting in there, but look at this block by Hirota.
If you'd like to see Wemhoff go up left-handed with that, took that ball right-handed, took it right to the defense. Use that left hand, then you have a much better chance to score.
There's Palan. Gets a lane, steps to the rim, and gets fouled. A nice play there for Heng, who comes in and helps him out. Helps him back to his feet.
Palan only knows one speed, and that's like 100 miles an hour. Watch Palan, he just takes it strong. That's a good drive, draws contact, now a chance from the free throw line.
The good thing about being in high school.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm way past that speed.
Yeah, I've been past that for about 4 decades.
Palan makes the first shot.
Palan probably needs like new shoes every game, doesn't he?
He might.
As he goes.
Something that comes to mind is Zion Williamson in that Duke North Carolina game when he blew out his shoe because he was going so fast. Second shot's good. Palan with 7 points, and those 7 points cannot be overlooked as he heads to the bench. One of the things that SCOTUS has is team chemistry. Coach Buchanan said that they had great team chemistry. Here's a three-pointer by Dawson. Long on the shot. Rebound was fought for, but Owen Lindhorst gets it. Gives it off to Brody Lindhorst. 30 seconds to go. Will SCOTUS bring this to the fourth quarter, leading by 12. They've kept that 12-point lead, or 11 to 12-point lead, pretty much the entire third quarter here.
I think it's a smart move here. Go for one shot. The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to go into the fourth quarter up 12.
That's not a bad thing at all. It's a win-win right here for SCOTUS. Here's a try for Owen Lindhorst. Pulls up mid-range. Won't go. Do they have time, Lakeview? 5 seconds. They got to go. Thompson. Three-pointer. Oh, and off the mark. That would have been a huge shot if Thompson makes that. Lakeview can't be upset, though, based on the amount of turnovers that they've had in this game. 14. They're only down by 12. 36-24. Heading to the big fourth quarter. Coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.